The member representing Ajeromi Felodun Federal Constituency of Lagos State, Honorable Kalejaye Paul, has called for the full implementation of the Nigerian Police Academy Act 2021 by establishing multiple campus police academies across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones.
My name is Honorable Kalejaye Paul, PhD. I represent Ajeromi Felodun Federal Constituency, the mini Nigeria. I'm from Lagos State, the state of aquatic splendor. I rise this afternoon to move a motion as ably tagged by Right Honorable Speaker on the need to implement the Nigerian Police Act of 2021 to expand the academy to multiple campuses. Note that the Nigerian Police Academy Act provides for the establishment, development, and expansion of the Nigerian Police Academy as a degree awarding institution for the teaching and education of officers of the Nigerian Police Force. Also note that Section 3 of that Act, under the oversight of the Governing Council, empowers it to establish such campuses, colleges, faculties, institutions, schools, and units within the academy as may be necessary or desirable, subject to the approval of the National Universities Commission. Observes that the Governing Council of the Nigerian Police Academy is chaired by the Minister of Police Affairs. Worried that despite this provision, as provided in Section 3 of the Act, the Nigerian Police Academy continues to operate a single campus across the country as establishment in Wudi in Kano State. In line with these provisions and cognizant of the need to establish more campuses, which will provide inclusiveness and strengthen capacity of Nigerian Police Academy to train officers effectively.
Despite opposition over funding and infrastructure concerns, Honorable Kalejaye in an interview with press emphasized the urgent need to bolster Nigeria's security manpower, citing the gross understaffing of the Nigerian police force.
My name is Afolabi Afwakwe. I represent Abeokuta South Federal Constituency. But I would have loved a situation whereby the argument will be that
I do not think he is querying. He is saying that there is a need to have additional to take care of.
No, he said, sir, he said that to implement the provision. He said to implement that provision. That say, and is now acting of Section 3 that say to establish such campuses, blah blah like that, as may be necessary or desirable. I would have loved the mover to take us to this, that what is it necessary, why is it desirable, that we should have more. And more importantly, sir, this is a specialized institutions. Do you have enough capacity if you want to have all of that federation to train across the states? Are we mindful of the cost implication why we are clamoring to reduce cost of governance in the nation? We need to look at all this. Cannot say that because the ASIL should have more campuses, it is necessary. Is it needed? What is the number of students there now? Why do we need to have more? I think that will be more important than just to saying that because it is stated and it should be done like this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Bamidele Salam. I represent the fantastic rule of Ede North, Ede South, Egbedore, Ejigbo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I want to speak in support of the essence of this motion. And with due respect to my colleague who just spoke now, I think there is enough indication in the body of the motion as to the necessity. If we look at the fourth paragraph of the motion, Mr. Speaker, he says that the lack of multiple campuses limit access and opportunity to quality police training across the country. That's a justification. The next paragraph, he also says that having more campuses will promote inclusiveness and strengthen the capacity of the police to train officers effectively. And also, Mr. Speaker, we have a provision in the Enabling Act that allows them to do this. All the motion is asking for is to give effect to the provision contained in an act passed by this same parliament. So I don't really see anything that is injurious either to the establishment or to the intent of this academy. If we have more campuses, it will expand opportunities, it will create more avenue for other parts of the country to also have police officers trained in a very short distance to where the facility is. So I so support that this motion should be passed by the House, Mr. Speaker.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, my respected colleagues, once again, my name is Ahmed Idris, representing Wase Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I wasn't to, first of all, bring the attention of my brother who says the provision raised by our brother calling our attention that what the Act stipulates is that subject to, and it's there, it's captured there. It says also note, that's in 2, that Section 3 of the Act empowers the Academy under the oversight of its governing council to establish such campuses, colleges, faculties, institutions, schools, and units within the Academy as may be necessary. It's there. So as may be necessary means first there has to be in need in terms of need assessment. What we are having today, is this satisfactory? Do they have, is the institution overstretched? If it's overstretched, no problem, sir. If it's not overstretched, why do we have to go and establish institutions at the end of the day? That you may not have the necessary facility that will support and give us the best output, sir, all over the country. Nigerians and all over the world. Nigerian armies are taken to Sandhurst for training. Why is this so? It's because of the state of the art and facility there. In police academy, I think the best in the world is India. Most training are taking place there. Why can we develop our one to a very good standard and establish one that can give us the best? We should not be working on emotion and sentiment. I don't want to do so. My belief is that first we should have the best and nothing but the best. Thank you very much, sir. This is my submission.
North Ocean State. Mr. Speaker, I think we should address issues as state men. What my colleague from Ogun State, my colleague from Lagos, Ajeromi, Kalejaye, Mr. Speaker, what he has done via this motion is to draw our attention to the provisions of the law. His position is persuasive, is advisory, that the police academy should comply with their law. Thank God my chairman, because I'm a member of that committee, is a lawyer, and we're discussing here that this motion is not offensive in any nature. Sir, Nigerian police, there are several institutions lying fallow in the country. One of such is located in Larongo. He has just attested to the fact that they lack facilities in Kano. And you have facilities in Larongo lying fallow. You have facilities in Ikeja lying fallow. Mr. Speaker, let me also say this, Mr. Speaker. Nigerian police is the best trainer all over the world. We perform very well in Haiti. We perform very well in Sierra Leone, where we have gone to train to develop manpower. Mr. Speaker, so if we have facilities in various parts of the country, line fallow, and you have attested to the fact that, yes, you lack facilities in Kano, it won't be a crime if we have campuses in these places to maximally deploy this infrastructure. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The government is about debate. It's a culture of debate. You advance your own position, I advance my own position. And at the end of it all, you just oppose the pros and cons of the argument and then see the level of reasonability in terms of the arguments and discussion. And then the House takes a decision. So for me, I'm not surprised about the long argument about the position of the motion. It was a well thought out motion. And the real sense of it, but I first of all wanted to move it as a bill. But after studying the acts, the Nigerian Police Academy Act, established in 1921, I realized that rather than bring another amendment to the bill, why don't we strengthen the bill so that we don't necessarily scrap or amend a bill that will also serve the same purpose by way of motion. So I ended up moving the motion. So it's just normal. But I can't enter into that, but I can only judge by what they said. And some of the arguments they advanced, the opposing views, was the fact that the existing one is not well equipped, not well funded. So that's why it lacks the capacity, or it does not have the capacity to accommodate large numbers of students. And from that argument, you can see some flaws in the argument. If you don't have enough facilities to accommodate the expansion that is needed to attend to the challenges of the Nigerian police, today, the average number of a police officer to Nigeria is alarming. The ratio of a policeman to one man is so unbelievable because the police are not adequate. So if they are not adequate, why do you have them that they are not adequate? And two, you also want to understand that that academy is one that trains graduates. They are the middle level manpower, I would say, or the high level manpower of the Nigerian police. And we must also begin to wipe out some level of low academic inputs into the Nigerian police force. If you have well-educated people in the Nigerian police force, you get a better Nigerian police force. But today, all the colleges that we have police college everywhere, but they're only training the low manpower. And you can understand the implication of that. So we must increase the number of high-level manpower that we train. And except we expand the campuses to other zones so that we can have input from other zones who are the highly skilled people who can also join the Nigerian police and get trained, highly, and then they can take over some of the challenges that the Nigerian police are facing today.
The lawmaker proposed upgrading underutilized police colleges across the country to campuses of the academy, rather than building entirely new institutions. He also stressed that security should be a top national priority, even above economic constraints. Comfort Olayinka, DCTV News.